नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Good morning. Thirty-fourth class. So just 2 more classes. Today is 35th, huh? Oh, okay. So that means just 1 more class only. Okay. So, yeah, please see page number 45. The second quote in the page. In this world of embodied existence, you will be tossed again and again on the waves of happiness and misery, prosperity and adversity, but know them all to be of momentary duration. Never care for them. And also the second quote in the page 44. This is the one prayer to remember our true nature, the God who is always within us, thinking of it always as infinite, almighty, ever good, ever beneficent, selfless, bereft of all limitations. And because that nature is selfless, it is strong and fearless, for only through selfishness comes fear. Yeah, here it is, for only two it is written, but it is through, THROUGH, for only through selfishness comes fear. Spelling mistake. So Swamiji is saying that prosperity will come, adversity will come, happiness will come, misery will come, his opposites will come to us. Life is always, a pair of opposites. So they all will come and go. Don't care, don't get affected by them, don't get disheartened. So see that actually they will not weaken you, and you keep yourself strong in front of all those challenges, adversities when they come. So in our culture they would always say that when happiness comes, don't be overjoyed. And when misery comes, don't get depressed or rejected. We talk about Sthita Prajna. In the Bhagavad Gita there is a concept like Sthita Prajna, man of steady wisdom. Somebody praises us, we feel very good about ourselves. Somebody criticizes a little and immediately, we become rejected. No, go beyond the pairs of opposites. Actually, that is the message of our rishis and sages. How you will be able to do that? Swamiji is giving, a kind of method or technique for us. Remember your divine nature, the infinite Lord dwelling in your own heart, who is ever beneficent, ever ready to help you. This way, the word in Sanskrit is Atma Viswas. English also it is correctly translated as self-confidence. So this Atma Viswas or self-confidence is basically not confidence in ego, but it is behind the ego lies this real self, real Atman or consciousness. But that is actually the divine principle existing in us. That's actually the message of Vedanta. Behind this physical, the psychological, there is that, and the ego, there is this infinite dimension, which is soul, that is real self, Atman. In that lies the infinite power. So today it is coiled up, it is very subtle, that is the problem. Because we are so intensely identified with the physical and the external physical universe, physical body and also the external physical universe, we don't take notice of it, we don't, experience it that easily because it is hidden, it is very subtle, subtler than the subtlest. Anoraniyan. The Upanishad describes this. Anoraniyan means is smaller than the atom, smaller than the smallest. And that's there lies actually the infinite power. So Swamiji is asking us be fearless. To remain fearless is one important thing because I think it's Bertrand Russell who said that it is fear which breeds superstition. It is fear which is responsible for all the cruelty that we see in the world. So to conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom. So Bertrand Russell is actually British mathematician and philosopher. Same what Swamiji had said, same he had echoed. Why fear comes? Fear comes because of ignorance. Bhayaniki karanam ajnanam. So that's why Vivekananda wanted to give the highest knowledge and actually dispel this negative emotion called fear from people's hearts so that they would lead a better life. Most of us actually just look at our society. People are looking for security and security and security. But I want you to understand that there is no security in this world as such. Because this physical body, anytime it may get dropped. Because a little physical force from this universe is sufficient, to push us out of this world. I think Helen Keller, who said this, it's a very important statement. She says this, security is a superstition. It doesn't exist in nature. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. Security is a superstition. It doesn't exist in nature. It doesn't exist in this world. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing, she says. So a little of that adventurous spirit you must bring into your life and you must become fearless. Both are one and the same. And Swamiji says that it is according a fearless individual who achieves success in this world, attains this world and the next world. And because he had seen the world thoroughly and he had seen, analyzed human lives and what holds us back, what actually gives hands us over defeat and the failure is this fear. So to conquer fear, most of the times if you look into our own minds, fear comes because of wrong imagination. But we are so intensely identified with the mind that whatever it imagines, it's right we think. We don't actually question, is it the way to imagine? Is this imagination is right? We don't question it because after all, my mind, okay? It actually helps me, we think. But we need to understand that to be free in mind itself, we require yoga. And yoga's goal is to help you once, an individual, to be free in one's own mind. As of now, most of the times, if you just analyze and look at our mind is actually acting against us because it's a kind of thief. Because it deceives us. It's very treacherous by nature. This way, this wrong imagination, if we check, we'll be able to, curtail fear. Once actually you go beyond fear, and you will be able to achieve success and great things in life. That's why Vivekananda would say again and again, I have already told you also this thing, the biggest thing that holds us back, particularly in our society, the Indian society, the way we are constituted, society, all the time people are thinking what the society will think, what my neighbors think, what my relatives will think, what my friends will think. So that is actually weighing us so heavily upon us. And that's why actually a new initiative, something you want to do, is there. You have some original ideas, but to give them expression, you fear the society. The opinion of the society matters so much for most of the people. Once you remove this idea of society from your minds, you just see that tremendous strength and tremendous courage will come. And then actually when you have that strength and courage, born of fearlessness, it's not difficult to achieve great things in life. That's what makes the difference between an individual and an individual. An individual who is fearless, who is bold and who is courageous will come forward, definitely to give a practical expression to his ideas, right? Creativity, whatever the genius that he or she has. So it's always important that you cultivate this fearlessness. According to Swamiji, that is the greatest of the virtue. Okay. Thank you this much for today. All the best.